We have a bunch of new details to go along with this amazing treasure map to give us more information about Disney's newest ship, the Treasure, that will be launching next year. So let's go through this map and go over everything we know so far about the Disney Treasure. Now there is of course a lot of stuff that has not been revealed yet, so there'll be some stuff on this map that we can't really discuss. But let's go piece by piece and see what we have. Starting here at the front of the ship, we have what looks to be Rapunzel's tower from Tangled. They haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm guessing maybe we're getting some sort of art on the front of the ship, not really sure. Then here we have one of the things I'm most excited for so far, which is the Coco dinner show. It seems like it'll be really similar to the Frozen dinner show on the Disney Wish, which is one of the coolest things on the ship. I'm so excited to see Coco coming to life on a Disney cruise ship. No mention yet of what the pirate ship is, although that could very well be Captain Hook's Barbary like they have on the Disney Wish. The lagoon here at the bottom is most likely referencing some of the pools and relaxing areas throughout the ship, which look to be so far very similar to the layout of the Wish. Next we have this big Lion King area. This is representing the Sarabi, which is going to be the two-story theater area. Looks a lot like the Luna on the Wish. There's going to be a lot of the special events they have throughout the cruise, like trivia, that sort of thing, will take place in this area. Also part of the Lion King section with Pride Rock, the Cave of Wonders, and the Jungle Book area, these all represent the room type. So the staterooms will be Aladdin themed, that's what the Cave of Wonders represents. Pride Rock here represents the Lion King concierge suites, and the Jungle Book represents the royal suites, so those will be themed after the Jungle Book. They didn't mention either of these in the reveal video, but I'm assuming this X-Wing is going to represent a hyperspace lounge just like on the Disney Wish, and I'm thinking these mountains are going to represent the layout of the stairs and elevators. No mention so far on this next batch either. It looks like we have the teacups from Alice in Wonderland. That could be a kids section of the pool potentially. Same with this section here. I believe this is probably representing the Toy Story splash pad. That is most likely going to be on the ship. Still no mention of Moana or Hey Hey so far, so who knows what that could be. Maybe some sort of restaurant, not sure. Now we're at about mid-ship. We have, of course, the Agrabah Grand Hall. It'll have its own signature chandelier, just like the other ships. Should look really neat. We've already seen some concept art of that, with the statue of Aladdin and Jasmine, of course, next to the grand staircase. Here we have the Nautilus, which is going to represent the pub on the ship. Each ship has its own signature pub. The Wish has a Maelstrom themed pub, so this is not too far off. It'll be called the Periscope pub, themed after the Nautilus and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in general. Up here we have Spaceship Earth from Epcot. And this is one of the things I was most excited for, but also now is the thing I think I'm most disappointed in so far. This represents the Tomorrow Tower Suite. It looks really, really cool. It's a really fun, really unique idea to make a suite based on Spaceship Earth and Epcot and the thought of the future, but 99.99999% of us will never ever see this room because this is the singular special suite within the tower, so most of us will never see it. So there's no point in me getting hyped up over it because most likely I'll never see this in my life. Next up we have Cricky from Mulan in a pond. No mention of that yet, but it looks like it could be another section of maybe kids pool, something like that. Also no mention of this, although I believe it is the food boat from Raya. Then we have this section which represents the Skipper Society. It looks like it's going to be an open air bar in the middle of the ship, kind of like the Bayou on the Disney Wish, although this one is themed to the Jungle Cruise, which is really exciting to see them start to wrap more attractions from the theme parks into the cruise ships. And up top here, we have a pyramid with Donald Duck on it. That represents the Aqua Mouse. Now, of course, the Disney Wish has the Aqua Mouse as well. It looks like it's going to be the same layout, but this version will have a different adventure that you go on inside of the tunnel. This one is going to be called The Curse of the Golden Egg, hence the pyramid. Moving on, another section with no mention in the reveal video. We have Goofy here around what looks like almost like a lazy river, so that probably is a reference to some sort of pool or spa, who knows, but it looks like it has a really cool layout, so I'm excited to see what that ends up being. Then we have the House from Up right here. Again, no mention on what that'll be yet, but it's really exciting to see Up come to the Disney Cruise Line. It is right next to the stairs and elevator, so I'm wondering if maybe it'll be like a multi-story piece of art that could span a couple different levels. That would be really cool to see. I'm excited either way. And then here along the bottom, we have the 5 food stands that will be outside around the pool area. Looks like these will be about the same as the Disney Wish, but they are great on the Disney Wish, so I'm glad to see they're replicating them here. Moving on towards the back, no mention of what this represents in the reveal video, but I'm assuming these will be the premium restaurants offered for an extra cost. This theming makes me think we'll probably be getting Enchante again, like on the Disney Wish, but I'm not sure what the secondary one will be. On the Wish, it's Palo. Neither of these necessarily make me think of Palo, but you never know. Here we have Zootopia represented. That's going to be Jumbo's Sweet Shop. So that's going to be the ship's sweet shop, which every ship has. They're always themed really well, so this one will be really cool to see come to life. Moving further towards the back, we have down here what is going to represent the world of Marvel. It looks like the same thing as on the Wish based on the reveal video, and how they described it, it sounds like it might be the exact same mission too, which would kind of be a waste, but I suppose it could be updated at a later time. This theater represents the Walt Disney Theater, which looks like it'll be exactly the same as on the Wish, but on this ship, it will be showing Beauty and the Beast. Then up here we have Olaf from Frozen. No mention of what that is representing yet, but a lot of the restaurants are usually centered around this area, so we could be getting another Frozen restaurant. Moving further towards the back, we have an island in the shape of Maui's Hook. No mention of that yet. Who knows, maybe a Moana restaurant or lounge or bar. That could be really cool. Same goes for The Incredibles. No mention of what that is referencing yet. But again, this is the area where a lot of lounges and bars happen. This could also represent one of the play areas for teens, kids, toddlers, that sort of thing. Now here at the very back, this represents the Oceaneers Club. I'm assuming the Porgs are wrapped into that as well because Star Wars is part of the Oceaneers Club. From the reveal video, it looked like it's going to be the exact same as the Disney Wish, which sounds kind of disappointing, but at the same time, the club on the Disney Wish is really, really cool and really well done, so I can't blame them for replicating it here. So that's everything we know so far based on the reveal video. You'll notice that there's no mention yet of the Haunted Mansion bar that has been rumored, and there's nothing on this map that makes me think the Haunted Mansion bar is coming unless there's something I overlooked, which of course is possible. Rumors about that bar have been going crazy online with tons of people really hoping for it, and now that the rumors have been spreading so far, they kind of have changed into expecting it instead of hoping for it, so I'm afraid people are going to be disappointed if it's not a reality, but only time will tell. I'm super excited about what we've seen so far on this new cruise ship, so make sure to subscribe and we'll keep learning more and more about this new cruise ship as it's revealed.